trying to fuck.
Let me in, I'm trying to fuck. Hey guys, welcome back to another 6 Feet Under podcast. You know where we're at. We're at the sexy corner. No casting couch today because it's a little tasty. It's a little dirty and someone's sitting on it.
I was gonna say, dude, it's like, where's my couch?
Yeah,
gone.
we should probably wash that shit.
Took it. I want it back.
You can't wash a couch like that, bro. Those stains are they're made with love, bro.
Oh, some love stains.
Literally.
But before we start this shit, you know what we gotta do. We gotta thank our beautiful sponsor. We're at the spot. You know where it is. It's SheepDog Brewery. SheepDog Brewery, look at it, 3900 Rosa Ave, Paso Texas, 79905, right here in the Vitolas guys. Lincoln Bar. Still grab a cold beer. It's always delicious, always crispy. We are having well, when you're watching this, it's out already, but preview of the official Sun City Brew Fest beer. I don't know what to call it. Is it?
The Sun City Craft Beer
Craft
Fest.
beer, yeah.
Yes,
Same.
there you go.
Tomato fucking avocado, the same shit, different too. But it's I call it Sunny D with a Hefeweizen. Tastes like Sunny D.
That's what it tastes like, and I really like it.
But they came over here with the official beer of the Sun.
The official beer of the
2021,
22 Sun City Craft Beer Fest beer.
So yeah, this beer's here. Try it. It's good. It's crispy. It's orangey as fuck, as you can tell.
Yeah, and then
Dude, like, holy shit! I didn't see it on camera.
the other cool
right
thing
now.
is like, yeah, the beer can was actually a logo that was it was a contest. People put it out there, or they put it out there to see who could design the best logo. People got to vote, and that one is the one that won.
Nice.
I'll put it on post. I'm not gonna put it.
Yeah,
on
I can
post.
put it in there. You guys can see it. So it's a really cool thing. I kind of grew on me. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a big fan of it at first, but I'm like, actually, I kind of like it. I think once I see it on the can, I'm like, all right, that actually looks pretty cool.
It's just like, for me, it's just not designed to be a label.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah, like, it grows on you because I fucking canned 200 last night. So
you canned 200 last night.
yes.
Is that how many that was canned?
No, that's what I had a chance to can.
Oh, that's what you had a chance to can.
Yeah, it's 450.
Okay.
Or 400. I don't know. It's, Miguel's still doing it right now.
Is it on tap too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be on tap officially. Today is the 18th at 6 p.m. That's when it's officially launched. We're September 18 again. So at 6 p.m. it's launch. When you're watching this, just come by and drink this fucking beer because
Yeah.
we have a lot of it and we made a lot of it. So enjoy it. Get fucked up.
Even though at this point now it is October 2nd when this is out, or October 1st. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Probably
But still.
we were drinking Oktoberfest last time.
True.
But also we gotta think on other sponsors. Damn. That's Vitolas. Look at it, 216 West Franklin, El Paso, Texas, 79901. Right there next to the Southwest University Park. That's the locomotive, that Chihuahua Stadium. You know what it is. You gotta light it up here with over 460 cigars. One of the oldest cigar shops in El Paso. So don't say they don't have anything, because they probably do have something for you. If you don't want to smoke, you know what? They have the delicious beers, delicious cocktails, all high-end level. So there's always a good time there, a good chill spot. People watch. It's my favorite thing to do that outside in the front. Just
And
watching, like,
people watch.
yeah, just like that guy's gonna go watch the game and gonna get disappointed. Not because the game's gonna suck, it's just because he's from out of town and he goes for the other team.
True.
That's what I mean. And also we gotta thank Alex. Alex is the guy who managed the Pawn Rock food truck right here in El Paso. That's White Knife Dining. Is the Pawn Rock food truck driving around town.
Yeah, guys, and as always, please be sure to check us out at 6feetunderstudios.com, where you'll find a link to all of our streaming platforms, including our YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as well as our Instagram, where Alex posts anything and everything he can related to 6 Feet Under Studios whenever he has the opportunity. So make sure you guys follow us on there and everywhere else where you can catch us. Also, please be sure to check out our website for our local spotlight, where we like to feature all of our guests, family, friends, anybody who's here in the local area that's working on something. We want to make sure we give them a little bit of extra push, a little bit of extra support, because here at 6 Feet Under, we're all about local supporting local. It's very, very important to us to always kind of make that push for them, because we all know that during the pandemic and everything like that, they're the ones that kind of struggled the most, and that's really, really important to us. Here being local, we want to make sure that we give them a little extra local love. So make sure you hit that up at 6feetunderstudios.com for all your local love and more.
Forgot what I was gonna write. Sorry, but you know what? We have a special guest, friend of the show.
Petro guest?
Special
Special
guest.
guest.
How do you want to introduce
So
yourself?
I'll say something real quick. Actually, the guy that's sitting to camera left, I guess technically, my right, He's actually a friend of mine. Met him through college. So a lot of you guys know I actually was a music major. This guy was probably one of the most talented guys in that program. Still does a lot of cool stuff music-wise. Gotten the chance to work on him on a couple of projects, and he does a lot of his own cool things also too, right? You have a YouTube channel, you do a bunch of giveaways, unboxings, cosplay stuff. Like you do a bunch of different cool things. So this is, I don't know if you want me to say your stage name, your main name.
It's up to you, dude.
However you want to say it.
Just Tony, I think is
This
the
Tony.
general moniker.
We'll say Tony, not white chocolate Tony. This is dark. This is
We have a friend called him White Chocolate.
yeah.
Yeah, I can be your dark chocolate. It's
I was
fine.
gonna say, he's the dark chocolate Tony.
Competition.
Caramel, whatever you want to.
Whoa. It's got a little bit dirty. I was like, damn.
But yeah, I mean, thanks for coming on, dude.
Of course, man.
Appreciate you being here. You want
Thanks
to
for
go
having
ahead
me.
and tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you're about?
Sure. So, my name is
Hi, guys.
Tony Ramirez. Do lots of things throughout the city. I'm an educator, a musician. I've done a lot of different things with UTEP and my time there. Just being able to kind of push out a lot of stuff. I do covers. I'm a music performer out and about. I do a lot of things in the city, the local events. El Paso Live. Usually, I get to do a lot of the cool stuff with them. So that's always been a lot of fun. And just content creation, just trying to push out whatever I can. I think it's part of my OCD. I'm always working on something.
OCD or ADD?
Both.
A little bit of both?
Yeah, it's kind of rolling through with it as much as I can.
Because, you're done? You okay?
No, dude, I'm dying. This is it for me, guys.
No, nice knowing you, man.
About time.
Can I have your car?
That's the first thing
Shit,
everybody
I
asks
need to
for.
find a co-host.
Where's the car?
No one's gonna ask for your left sock, bro. They
I mean, they should. The left sock is quite honestly the most comfiest of socks.
Is the clean one?
It's the clean one.
It's the one that doesn't get the nasty.
Yeah, because the right foot gets everything else. So
And-
that's
and-
the main foot.
Is it
Anybody
crispy?
that's buying your socks doesn't want the clean ones, bro.
I don't know if that's comforting or disturbing.
You take
A
that
little bit of
however
both,
you
dude.
want.
It's a
It's a
bit of a
little bit of
compliment, I guess.
Yeah,
At least we know you don't shoot left.
You know what?
Shoot it to the left.
No,
Shoot.
dude.
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions about it. What?
That's
Love
why.
you.
That's why I didn't question it. I was like, however it works in your head, we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll fucking kill him. Dude, it's weird now that I changed the angle this time, and I just look at the fucking light. That's all I can see. Am I dying? Is
Don't
this
go
what
into
dream-
the light.
Is this what dreams come through?
Bro, you wouldn't go to heaven, bro. We all
No.
know that.
Hell yeah, dude. I know that.
You would see a dark red light instead of a bright white light.
I know. Fuck, I'm excited for that.
That's an interesting concept. Like, what do you see? Do everybody see the light, and then do you get decided if you're going up or down? Do you see anything if you go
I
down?
picture it's like Gladiator when Cesar like does his little thumb thing. You're going to the light, and all of a sudden you get a
It's
big
the
thumbs
biggest
up or a
thumb.
big thumb down. So you better
It's a
hope
giant-
you better hope you get the thumb up. Otherwise, it's like damn.
It's a giant thumb. He's like, I don't know. I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that Jesus? Is that you?
Jesus.
Not my gardener.
You're what?
Not my gardener. Jesus?
Oh, gardener.
Sorry.
I
Still sober.
I love Jesus. 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 Leave Maria alone.
Shit, I forgot what I was gonna ask that. But well, you said you do a lot of music stuff.
Yeah.
Recording. What's like your niche of just doing like covers and all that? Like what when you hear a song, what's like? Oh, like I want to fucking do that better.
But better. So a lot of the stuff that I do, a lot of my music taste in general, and whenever anybody asks that question or I have to like present like what's my favorite style, I grew up with about the same 5 CDs on repeat. When we would ever go visit my grandma, it was like a 20-30 minute road trip anywhere we went. So my dad had the same about 5 CDs always on repeat throughout the car. So it was always Pearl Jam, Audio Slave, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and the other one would kind of switch in and out. Usually like Santana would be the last one. So I grew up with a lot of the late 90s, early 2000s, which is like grunge rock.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, that was like
Yeah.
old grunge and
Yeah.
a hint of
So-
metal.
A lot of that that's influenced a lot of me. So my idols as far as like vocals and stuff would be like Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell, Eddie Vedder, just those big voices.
was
Are we
like-
talking to White Chocolate?
They're all dead.
No, but it's
Vedder's the only one that's left.
Oh, except
man.
better, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's like, damn, it's exactly
It's basically Tony, but darker.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of, I mean, they were there, you know, they're the icons of it. I was in LA when Chester died, like literally like a few blocks away from his house.
Wait, were you really?
Yeah.
So was I.
Yeah.
But I was
What
on
the
the freeway.
I was in the freeway.
I remember the news broke that morning.
I was
and
eating
I was
Cheetos.
driving around the neighborhoods, and they were like, "Yeah, and his Los Alamitos home," and I was like, "Oh, like that's where I am." It was wild, man, and that one hurt, you know.
I was in Chester Cheetos.
No,
Chester Cheetos
I heard it on the
alive and
radio.
well.
We were driving back. I don't remember where we were. We were driving back to my ex's brother's girlfriend's house, wherever.
Right.
And
It's
then
been
all of a
that
sudden
long?
it came up on the radio. They started playing Linkin Park, and they were like, "Yeah, just in case you guys haven't heard, Chester Bennington is dead." We're like, "The fuck? Did they just say what I think they said?"
Yeah, man. So a lot of the covers, a lot of the music that I gravitate to, that I play, is that it's just that rock, you know.
Yeah,
It's
like that graspy grunge.
and there's so many subcategories of rock now, dude. I just say rock, like
Oh, yeah.
it's the most general. You got some nice graspy tones in the voice, you get a nice distorted guitar. Done. That's all I need. So I did a lot of that for a while. I've always been a performer, just kind of being out and about. When I was at UTEP, I was like one of the very few, along with Cesar, that would do stuff outside of like the classical stuff. So
He feels my pain.
it was we were like the odd ones out, you know. We're surrounded by opera singers and all these other like really good musicians
Is it
and like
really like
jazz
that? Like
stuff.
there's only like
Bro,
people doing
it's
classical?
exactly what I told you. Like when we started there, that program that we were in was brand new.
Yeah.
They had just started it, so every time we would try and do something of our own that was like not classical, not operatic,
Yeah.
they would be like, no, no.
Oh, no.
It took
Yeah.
a lot of work and a lot of convincing to do it. You know, everybody, they can just walk up, sing their arias or whatever with their pianists. But like, if we wanted to do anything more, we had to get like a whole band set up. We would like take over the entire stage, and it was,
shit.
it wasn't ever anything too like, I was never discouraged from it too much. But I know that it was like a lot more work was gonna have to go into it if I wanted to pull it off the way that I had it. When you graduate from the program that we're in, you know, a lot of students have to do like thesis statements or papers and stuff like that. Ours is performance based, so we
Yeah.
do a recital. So it was a lot of that same thing. You know, we have a list of things that we gotta sing. You know, we have to do like a foreign language song. We have to do one of like the classical aria type songs.
Wait,
But
foreign
after-
language song?
So like Italian, Spanish.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
German.
the
Oh, okay.
program is very foundationally based in the classical area.
And
So
it's important that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
no, like I get, but also it's like, do you really have
yeah,
to like
so like
shit?
everybody would have to learn foreign language songs. I think from my recital, I think I sang an Italian song.
Yeah, mine was too.
I think, and then I tried singing a German song one. That
Was
didn't
it
end up so well.
screaming?
That shit was hard.
That's why I was
It
singing
was
the French
Ramsey.
one. No, it didn't work
It was
out.
just Ramsey.
Just rap, yeah.
Dude, that's all it
Work.
is.
It was
But
pussy.
once you fill those like basic requirements for it, everything after that is pretty much free range. So that's when I was able to pull out. Like I did Guns N' Roses, I did Journey, Pearl Jam. I did a lot of Ed Sheeran. That's one of my other big ones too.
The cool thing, and I'm gonna probably suck his dick all day on this show. But I remember
Whoa.
I went to his recital, and when you did Guns N' Roses, you didn't even sing it though. You played
Yeah,
the
I
guitar,
played
like
that
you
one.
played like you were your part was Slash. And honestly, that was even like I don't care that he didn't sing it. The fact that he played the whole solo, everything else, like fuck, man, like go,
That was a
This
good
is in the
time.
back.
go,
just
girl,
crying.
go.
This is
And it
just
was
crying,
awesome.
like
Yeah,
giving
that
up,
was fucking dope.
putting the guitar away. I don't want to play anymore.
Honestly, dude, no shit. I've said this 1,000 times. Like, I can play the guitar, yes, but I'm not like a soloist guitar
Yeah.
player. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'll
you
play the
never
rhythm
did-
and I'll sing, and
That's
I can
fine,
get
but
by.
you never- when we used
But
to be in a
like,
band, you never did
no,
that.
yeah, but like him, like he's a really good guitar player. I honestly always thought like if he didn't do vocal, he would have easily done guitar, and you probably would have passed just as well.
Yeah. For a while, I was doing both while I was at
You
UTEP.
did show
Fuck
up with a
that.
guitar. So
I didn't want to leave the poor dude in the car, man. It's fucking 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Damn Texas. But it was a lot of fun. That whole recital thing was just awesome. You know, I wanted it to be a concert as much as possible, and I don't want to like put anybody else, but that was like the fullest I've seen the recital hall.
Yeah.
Was when I had mine. Like that whole, even from the balcony, it was just people there, and it was just really cool. I got to have that full concert experience of just a full crowd singing along to these songs, and It was just fun, man.
Oh shit.
Um,
So like, how long do you have to perform? Like,
I think you have to do at least 30 minutes, but I think ours were about an hour.
I was gonna say ours was pretty much an hour.
Yeah.
oh shit.
Like a
If I'm
full
not
hour set.
mistaken, I think it's a minimum requirement of 10 songs.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That sounds about
I
right.
think. But that's what I'm saying. It's like what he said. Like we would have to do. You have to do a classical piece. You have to do some foreign language piece, and then because we were in the commercial music program, we were technically supposed to arrange all of our pieces.
Yeah.
Like we're supposed to come up with the arrangements to figure out how to do them and how we want to do them and all this kind of crap.
So you had a whole like actual band with you? And
You
everything?
could like however you wanted to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think yours for the most part you had a full band the entire time.
Yeah.
No?
Whenever the main winds came out, I had a full band.
Yeah.
I did like an acapella thing. I think I had horns for one of my songs. I did like Michael Bublé. So he had like the nice like trumpets and
Yeah.
sax and everything. So that was a lot of fun. It was really cool. But
And like, how do you got all the like you just people that you knew around and all?
I mean, that was the beauty of going to a music or being in the music program is that you know all these musicians. You're just like, hey, I need a trumpet player, and there's like 6 of them right down the hall. You just find the one that vibes with you the most, I guess. And you roll from there. But all of that all accumulates to how I do like my covers. You know, it's the songs that I've already known forever. I'm just trying to recreate them, trying to put my own little thing on them, and that whole process itself is just fun because I like learning every single time I do a new cover. I'll try and do something a little different, whether it's in the music recording process or in the video recording process part of it, so where I can try and get things just where they need to be as far as that part of it goes.
Oh, good. Shit. I don't even know what to ask anymore. I'm scared.
This is a very good beer, by the way. I don't really drink much, but I appreciate the flavors that's going on here.
It's like I said, it's like yesterday I had the taste. It was like it tastes like Sunny D, and it has some heffron
That's
on
good,
it.
yeah. When they put it on the table, I was like, that looks like orange juice.
Yeah, that's why I was like.
It's the best kind of beer, quite honestly.
We get it. You love Blue
Hey
Moon.
bro, I love Blue Moon. Can't go wrong, Blue Moon.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
When you drop it
Twice.
twice. Yeah. Like in a month.
In a month. In the span of a month. Oh fuck.
Same time with glass too. The glass didn't break, so.
I mean that was the good part the second time around. But
Sorry.
fuck.
Sorry. Damn, I burped and I taste everything I had this morning.
Is there a cover that you've done that you probably think like this is the best one, I'm never gonna do any better? And even though like you do new ones, you're still like, nah, it's not as good. Nah, it's not as good. Nah, it's not as good. Because I know I have one where every time I do a new one, I'm just listening to it, I'm like, fuck, man, it still doesn't beat it. It doesn't
To me,
beat it.
I think to me right now, I still know that there's just so much more room for growth in every aspect of it. Like I said, just new recording techniques, new equipment that I buy, just that every recording is going to have up a little bit more than the other ones. I think right now as it stands, the last 2 covers are probably about tie. And the other thing about it is that I'll get with other local artists to collab with on those. Like we're working on one right now with Cesar, but that one's still in the production part of it. But the last 2 I did were with 2 other singers and a drummer. And I think just the collaborative part of it helps to promote it more because it's just an extra person sharing it because they want to get their content out too.
Yeah.
But those are just fun. I did a Paramore one with a local artist. Her name is Giselle and her stage name is Selene. But she has an awesome voice and she rocked that Paramore cover really well. And I think that's part of it is the collaborative process. Like we can shoot it once and just be done with it, you know?
Yeah.
But I love having that back and forth where I can be like, you know what? I think I can do this part a little better. Or I wasn't too happy with how I looked in this part of the video. I was like, well, let's redo it. Let's go. Like it shouldn't be a thing where like, no, that was it. We're done. So I think being able to add the extra set of eyes and just the person to kind of push it along helps. So the last 2 I did were collabs, and I think those both came together really well. The other one was a song by Emery, In Shallow Seas We Sail. That one has awesome instrumentation, harmonies in the vocals. Like it's just that perfect back and forth and the nice mix of like the pop punk-ish kind of sound, but it's a little bit more progressive.
Yeah.
So those ones are really cool. But I have so many in the bank. Like I have like at least 6 just chilling in the Pro Tools mix right now, just waiting to be finished. that I'm excited to keep putting out.
And you do everything, like you record, you edit everything.
Yeah, everything is there live when I do it. It's all through Pro Tools, digital instruments. I don't have anything else there that's just kind of like a backing track of any sort. I try and recreate the original track as much as possible, and then from there I'll try and kind of mess with it. And that's part of how I'm going about it, is that I know that I really like this song. How close can I get to reproducing that same sound?
Yeah.
And then that's when I can start kind of taking it more, making it my own from that style. And that's where I struggle a little bit, is making them more my own covers. But I think right now it's still so early on in the process that I'm just experimenting with it, you know?
Yeah.
I like a sound, I want to see if I can recreate that sound, and then I'll kind of move with it from there. But it's just fun, you know?
Yeah, like just the fact that it's just you, like having to like listen to your own shit over and over. Like I'm not meaning like in that, like I was like, oh, it sucks, but it's just like,
No,
like for me, like editing the video, I was like, fuck, I have to fix the lighting on this now. Like even if you watch the part 2 of that we did with Stilo Junction,
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, like the lighting is different because I had to like edit all that fucking color, and I was just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, to me, that's like my least favorite part of everything.
Because I had to like
Is the
hear
video
yourself.
part. I hate doing the video part.
Yeah.
I
know,
can't
that's why you
stand
do
that
the
part.
audio.
That's why I do the audio. I prefer the audio.
Yeah.
Like even when I do my own ones, I'm just there. I'm like, fuck it, just do it real quick and get it done with. And like I think it's just more because I need a change of scenery for a minute. I don't know how to do it because mine I just use a little brick wall in the back, and I'm like, all right, it's time.
It's like you're doing your stand
You
up
got
from
the
the
nice
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like when we were in school, that's what we were trained on, was primarily the audio portion of it. You know, like we worked with Pro Tools and all these different DAWs, and it just kind of helped us get that experience. But I can't speak for Cesar, but I know I had no videography experience whatsoever, even just basic photography. I knew nothing. So I have friends and that do a lot of that work on their own. So they've been able to give me some tips and tricks here and there about how to, you know, just splitting the screen into thirds and just lighting and just color matching. It's a bitch.
Oh no,
But-
dude. The one time that I edited one of our podcast videos, oh god, I fucking hated it, dude. I was there for 5 hours, and then he was like, "Where are the thirds?" I said, "Fuck the thirds. I don't want to do it anymore." I was like, "I'm done."
It's a lot, man. And
It's a pain in the ass.
it's just
Yeah,
different getting used to.
like it wasn't bad. I was just like, it felt weird because I usually do it. So I'm just like, did I like? I know I didn't do it. I was like, did I forget something on it? I was like, no, it wasn't me editing.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I'm telling you, like when I do the videos, I just do it on fucking Apple Movie. I'll do one straight shot. If there's guitar parts, I'll record myself playing the guitar part in there, and then just kind of blip, 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 cut in, cut out, cut in, cut out.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm like, I don't know what else to do.
And I think, and that's what I always tell, and that's what I tell everybody. You know, a lot of people I talk to are, they're just like scared to try something new. Most everything I've done ever is just, why not? Let's just try it out. And it's a process of just figuring out how something works, and it's trial and error, and it's gonna be a lot of error, but it's just figuring it out as you go along the way, you know.
Yeah.
And that's part of why I try something a little different with each video that I do, a different angle, a different light, you know, whatever, so that I can see, okay, I really liked how this worked, or no, I hated this, and you can just kind of go back and forth from there. So I do a lot of other projects outside of the music stuff, and it's just kind of how things have progressed, I guess, the way through it. So I've always been the musician. I always did all of that. My old roommate used to watch video game playthroughs, and it was specifically like Super Mario Maker runs of like the crazy stages that people would create. And I remember he would sit there for hours just watching these videos of people playing games. And I wanted to like encourage him, like, hey, well, why don't you try playing this kind of stuff, you know? So I bought him like a green screen. I gave him my Wii U, the Super Mario Maker, and I was like, try it out. And he never really like got into it as much. So I was like, well, I already bought all this shit. I'll try playing it. So I figured when I bought my very first PC for music recording, it was a gaming PC because I knew it was powerful enough to handle it. So I just used it for music production for a while, and I figured, well, I have this machine that can do all this gaming and streaming stuff. Why not use it for that too? So I just kind of started doing little things here and there, you know. The YouTubers that I watch, my YouTube stream wasn't too gamer heavy, but you know, like Markiplier, Vanos Gaming, a couple of different people here and there. it's just easy to see these guys and think, all right, like I can try something like this too. So I started kind of messing with that too, and I think that's what helped more with my video editing skills, is especially taking these long, like 3-hour fucking streams and trying to cut them down into something manageable would help a lot. So that just kind of started that process. I started building my own gaming setup a little bit more and more as I went along. And then my YouTube kind of grew along with it. So I went from all these gaming things to kind of streaming along to like desk setup videos and like all these things that were like, all right, here's like the best under $50 gaming peripherals, and I would watch like hours and hours of that content just to kind of see. And if you see my studio, there's just like random shit everywhere of just things, and it's all because of these guys' videos.
You just one of us like, I can use that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a cool like background piece, or this would help with this or that. So I started watching a lot more of those and adapting my setup to these like standards of what YouTube expects your setup to look like. So like cable management was like a whole ass other thing, hiding everything. And
that's always been my thing. I can set up everything like fine, and then just like 3 hours of just like hiding all the fucking cables.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's a big. I never cared until I saw those videos and I was like, oh fuck, I guess that makes a difference.
Nah, I hate that shit too.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have the patience for that, dude. Cable management is a pain in my ass.
Yeah, that's why I went to your apartment. Like, I want to fix all this shit.
Hey, dude, if you want to go do it, by all means, go for it. I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I always tell people too, it's weird because like specifically through my YouTube algorithm, like you can see how my interests kind of changed and grew along with it, because it went from like gaming videos to like gaming desks, gaming setups to this and that, and then it kind of like weirdly transitioned to build your own gaming setup. Yeah. So I started getting into woodworking to figure out how to just build this stuff on my own. And you go and you try and buy this huge, anything over like 60, 70 inches desk, you're paying $300, $400, $500 for this fucking desk. You just make it yourself from wood,
Yeah, and it becomes like a $200 shit.
Exactly, and it works great. Me and my friend really got into that, and I think my friend can blame a lot of his debt now on me, because he got into the woodworking thing a lot more than I did.
Yeah, like you start buying like fucking saws and like.
Yeah, he has like a whole ass wood shop in his backyard now. Like he rolled with it. But it was cool to just kind of have this product, and then to know that at any point you can make whatever you want to your specific need, your specifications, And I think that's a cool thing that just kind of helps build it along. So if we were to log into my YouTube right now, that's what you would see. You would see woodworking, gaming, tech videos, and music covers. Like, that's my whole YouTube algorithm.
I think it's close to the mic.
No, I was gonna ask, is there a certain like video category that I think has been like the one that's been more effective for your channel? Because that you do all the different kinds of videos, or you're doing all the different kind of things that you're doing.
So, and it's kind of like the weird balance of everything. So right now, I technically have 2 different channels. I have one specifically for music, and I have one specifically for like tech and gaming stuff. I don't know if eventually, if either one gets more followers, if it'll be more easier to just kind of put them together in one thing and just have one giant video or one giant channel. But for right now, it's the 2 different ones, for music and for gaming. So right now, the gaming one is winning because of just the tech stuff. And I was telling Alex this earlier, when I got my PS5, I did like a whole unboxing video. That got a couple hundred views. And then my PS5 just fucking stopped working. So I made a whole video on that. So that whole process of the PS5 stopping working to me finally getting it back from Sony, each of those videos has a couple thousand views, because even like right now, if I open up that channel,
I was like,
they get there's still people commenting like, yeah, mine broke too, or like, well, what did you do, this and that. And I'm trying to be a good YouTube content creator and respond to each one as I can. But right now the tech content is winning a little bit more, because I think it's just that general concept of people like seeing what's new in tech. A lot of people can't get their hands on that tech right now, especially like the PS5 and stuff just selling out.
Yeah, we're in the fucking like Model 2 already. Like, yeah, I don't have one. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's
what do you mean
crazy.
Model 2? There's a Model 2?
Yeah,
so
like they redesigned it to be more economically.
So it's only like in Japan and certain other regions right now. It's like there's still a PS5, but there's no other name to it. What they did was, it's supposed to be slightly more cost efficient for Sony, not for us.
I was gonna say for them or for us.
For them. So one
It still does. It looks the same. It's
Yeah,
just like
it's exactly the
here,
same.
like the inside's just like less shit on it.
Yeah, so one of the YouTubers I watch a lot, Austin Evans, he opened his
Same.
whole thing up. Yeah, you saw the same video. He opened it up, and you could the entire cooling mechanism of the heat sinks and all that.
It's
smaller
And it's
on the
like
new one.
missing shit. Not really missing shit. It's just like less supply of it.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just wild. But so that video got a lot of views, and I think that's one of the ones that's kind of helping a lot right now. Is just people like seeing all the tech stuff that they want to buy, or
Yeah,
it's,
it
you can
also
get like
makes
the
us broke.
reviews. Yeah, exactly. So like my mom will catch me watching like these behind unboxing videos, and she's like, "Well, do they like buy all this stuff?" And I was like, "Well, no, they're bigger YouTubers. They get all this shit for free. Like I have to buy all this stuff. Yeah,
I
myself.
just have shit that I don't use anymore, but it's there.
Yeah." So it's a weird process. So as you build it up, you get sponsorships and everything else. It helps here and there. But the tech one's been getting a little bit more movement on it. And for the covers and all that, you just have to find your niche. I have a good group of supporters that'll go in. They'll like every video. They'll leave the comments and stuff. But right now, between the two entities, I think the tech gaming one is just a little bit more
Yeah,
accessible.
I feel like that's always the one that people will gravitate more, just because it's like, I want to buy this. It's
Yeah.
like, or I'm looking for like a mic, or I'm looking. Because even like with the mics that we have, like that's how we fucking got them, because all the shit that I watch.
Yeah, it's just finding it. You have to have the patience to go through like YouTube or Amazon just in general too. Or, like a lot of the stuff I have were Amazon suggested items. I'm like, yeah, let's try it out. And $40-$50 here and there, what could it hurt? I can always just return it if it's complete trash. So I was telling Cesar earlier, I do giveaways on those channels a lot too, for both the music and the gaming one. So like the other one, I'll try and do more tech oriented stuff. Like I have gaming keyboards, peripherals, mice, PC parts, even like streaming gear, like a mic setup just like this that I try and just give away, so that people can add to their setups. And on the music side of it, I'll buy local, just like old guitars people are selling on Facebook. I usually get guitars for anywhere from like $20 to $50.
Nice.
Clean them up, fix them up, put new strings on them, and then just give them away.
Yeah,
And
because that's the other thing you're telling me. You actually like fix instruments as well. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit!
And then
This motherfucker out here doing shit.
I work at a middle school right now and teach guitar, and like those guitars, they're in shambles. So a guitar will just crack in half from one day to the next. I have to just makeshift luthier my way to putting it back together. It's wood glue and clamps, but it works. So little things like that. I can do basic setups on guitars if people need them, but there's nothing too insane. But it's just something else that's going to help in there. And that's part of why I do the giveaways, is to just get more instruments into the hands of people in the community, people that would use them, people that want to give them away to like their sons, their nephews, cousins, whoever, if they have them for themselves, just to kind of build it up. I can afford $40-$50 every month or so just to buy a crappy guitar, fix it up, and give it away.
Like how much usually as like I guess an instrument will cost you just to fix it?
So say I buy the guitar for $50.
Yeah.
I usually spend maybe another $20 fixing it, and it's really just strings at that. Sometimes I have to replace like the bridge or the nut, or it needs a little bit more adjustment, but it's never much more than what I paid for the guitar itself. So I feel like it's a worthy investment enough to just get that guitar into the hands of somebody that wants it.
Wants it, or just needs something to play with.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's kind of my small way of helping out the community a little bit. I know there's people that do 1,000 things more.
Oh,
but
But
if I can get an instrument to
they have
hand.
sponsorships and all that. It's like,
Yeah.
who can give a fucking like 60-inch 4K TV that fucking
I wish,
unbox therapy?
Yeah.
Damn it, dude! Like I don't have this.
I wish my studio was the Batcave.
Yeah, right? What the fuck?
Right.
Fucking Lou later.
when he was reviewing the fucking Ford Lightning, I was like,
Yeah. There's all this
motherfucker,
shit.
like I don't care about the Ford Lightning. I was more into it about the 72, but I was just like, you fit 2 trucks in your studio like
Yeah, it's just
nothing.
crazy. And that's one of the YouTubers I watch. So like the rundown of like the tech YouTubers that I watch would be like Unbox Therapy. You got Lou, Linus Tech Tips, Austin Evans, Your Average Consumer.
I had to stop on that one, dude.
On average.
Yeah, because I was like, this is my Amazon haul. I was like, it's like $8,000 of shit that you have here.
Yeah, and
This is your haul?
Yeah, they sent them to him too. Half of those things.
I mean, it's like-
I love Judd. I love his channel, but yeah, almost everything that's
And
there.
Gundam, like just
Yeah,
a random
Gundams.
Gundam. Like, that's
And
the only
then-
thing I can probably afford out of all the shit
Yeah.
that you just show up.
And then the two that helped, like with my personal setup, would be like Random Frank P and
Oh, hell
Tech
yeah.
Source. So those are
Yeah,
the two.
random frame. That's actually how like I got my monitors.
Mhm.
That I just like it's just because of him and that's how I started doing my setup because of him.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
like when he explained how he did the big ass desk, I was like, I should probably do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why my desk right now at home, it's like 92 inches. That thing is fucking massive.
Massive.
Yeah,
But
I just can't fit
me
it
and
in
my
our
friend
studio.
built it together, and we did the IKEA hack. You just buy those two
Yeah, the
drawer
Alex drawers.
cabinets, yeah, and then you just slap a giant wood slab on it, put a leg in the middle for support, and you're done.
That's what I just did on mine.
Yeah,
Put
exactly.
the middle leg because
It
I was
works
like,
really
oh,
well. So I have my whole setup there. I've got my super overkill PC for what I use it for, and then my monitors and all this other crazy stuff. So right now I'm gonna be in the process of moving within the next week or so into a apartment, and I'm just planning out like this whole studio setup there as well of how I can use the space best to kind of fit what I'm doing. Because right now my studio space is technically like a one-car garage just converted into a big ass
Yeah.
room. So if I have to do anything else in there, I have to move everything around to just try and get the angles that I want or have this or that set up there. When I move into this other space, I'll have a separate room dedicated to just the music stuff and the gaming stuff, this and that. So it'll be a lot more functional as a studio itself for recording and just for my living space. You know?
Do you like? Because I know you record me. Do you have like all the like sound panels and everything around? Like,
Yeah, I built some just giant sound panels for like soundproofing and for like a makeshift vocal booth from where we do vocal recordings. So just 2x4s,
Yeah.
fucking fabric and foam, and then you're done. My old studio used to have like all those panels you buy like the 50 pack from Amazon, you know, to kind of build with that. So I'm gonna try and do more stuff like that. What I found was really cool from my research on basic soundproofing stuff is that towels work really well.
Yeah, and bed sheets.
Yeah, towels and bed sheets. So instead of going and spending all this money on foam that doesn't really do as much as you would want it to, you just make a makeshift frame, stuff it with towels, and you're done. You have this giant sound panel. So I'm trying to work my way around finding stuff like that. It's hard to find giant accent pieces for a wall that aren't like crazy expensive. So what I found is that like tapestries work really well. Just
Yeah.
that giant, like they usually see like the hippie fabric or it's all full of like weed, different stuff. But like $10 for that huge piece of fabric.
I don't know what if you've done it, but I think for me, what I do, because my closet's like a walk-in closet,
Uh-huh.
and it's all brick, and
Oh.
in there is all of my fucking shirts and everything
Yeah.
on the wall. I don't know why every time I feel like recording them, I'm like, shit, this is like
Yeah.
dead. The sound just dies right away like that. So I'm like, it's perfect for me.
Yeah, it's all your clothes. They
All your
make the
clothes
perfect
fucking,
soundproofing
like,
too. Yeah.
Or just the neighbor has never complained yet.
Well, that too.
Are you crying in the closet? No.
They're like, I thought I heard a cat dying in here. What the fuck's going on?
That's what I'm the most scared of, bro. I've always been the upstairs apartment whenever I've had my space, so I'm finally gonna be the downstairs one. I don't know if that's gonna make it better or worse when I'm like trying to
I feel like
record or
it's-
sing.
I mean, the
Well,
only bad
but-
thing will be is if they don't appreciate it and they're going,
Yeah, right.
if they're just stomping on the wall, on the floor, I guess.
And luckily, my unit is literally like the corner of the building, so there's nobody to like that side of me. It's the fucking street, so it's just me there. The other guy is gonna be on the whole last other side, and then whoever's
Yeah.
above me. So I'm gonna do my best to just soundproof the shit out of that main music room, and I guess we'll see. You know.
Yeah, actually, never like only one time when I used to live in apartments, I was only one time the bottom one, but I was just like, I'm not really here. Like
Yeah.
that's when I used to be teaching. That's when I was teaching, so I was like never at home.
Yeah.
And that's like at night, and that's it. But
Mhm.
and I was like, I was always the upstairs apartment.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've thought of like when I move in, like taking my neighbors like a little care package. Like, hey, like I'm a musician. I'm sorry. Like here's
Some earplugs.
Yeah, here's some headphones or like
Here's
call
a
me.
nose
you-
cancellating.
Yeah, some
earphones.
shit. Like, I don't do anything too late. I barely stay up late as it is. If I do anything, I'll be done before 10 p.m. for sure. Like I need to go to bed early too. So I don't know. My old apartment when I was living out in Odessa, me and my roommate there would do a lot of music stuff too, and we never got any complaints about anything. So I'm hoping it's the same way here when I go through all that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like Yeah, you have never had complaints, right?
Nope.
That's good.
I've never had,
But it's
but I
just, I
mean, it's
think,
because
like-
mine is also a loft. I don't have anybody
Oh.
above
But even
me.
so, like,
And I mean, I'm telling you, the brick walls are pretty thick. You can hear the noise from people in the other next door apartment, whatever. But I think my neighbors, for the most part, are pretty chill. They're never really there. I'm never really there. So I mean, the only time I'm home is probably late at night. And then when I record, I don't usually play on the speakers. I usually record directly input into everything.
Oh,
the only thing they would hear is me singing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only thing they would hear, and I don't scream for the most part, so
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause
I think they're pretty.
I think they will hate me.
Yeah, because honestly, dude, if they
All the
would
shit that I
if
scream.
they were gonna complain, they definitely would have done it by now. Because I mean, there's been a couple where I'm there like belting at the top of my lungs. And
Yeah, but like you're doing like actual like music to not like my scream of just like fucking.
no, but even
grindcore.
then, like I mean, there's sometimes notes where I'm like, fuck, okay, this isn't gonna sound good falsetto. I gotta like belt it.
Yeah.
So like I'm there like literally at the back of the mic and screaming, and I'm sometimes there thinking like, shit, I'm gonna get a complaint. I just know I'm gonna get a complaint, but nobody's complained so far. So
Yeah, and also
Yeah.
like the head that we got for yours is just. It's also speaker like, but it's
Yeah.
not like a super loud speaker. It's
yeah,
just
that's
like,
why. So that's why I'm like, mine's been okay. I haven't had any issues.
Yeah.
So thank you to my neighbors.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Even though they always take my parking spot, but it's okay.
Oh, but also never mind. Every time I go, I take their parking spot.
Yeah, I don't know why that's my biggest pet peeve, because I mean my parking is literally right in front of my door.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, if that's your apartment and you know someone lives there, why would you park
Yeah,
directly in front of their door? Like,
Why not?
be nice and be like, nah, that's his parking spot. It's fine. I'll park over here.
Yeah, I hope mine is right because that's exactly like that. Like I said, I'm the corner one. As soon as you come in, the first spot started there. It's my door, so I'm hoping I can have that spot and stay there. We'll see.
Yeah, dude. It happens most of the time, but every now and then I'm like, you motherfucker, dude. Like, all you have to do is go one space over. You had to park
Right.
right there.
That's my door.
That's
I
my
have
door.
to walk 3 extra steps.
Basically, as lazy as that sounds. I have to take 3 more steps. Like, shit.
Yeah.
Damn it, I was tired already.
Yeah. It is what it is, though.
Yeah.
Fuck, I was gonna ask something. Which ones do you like doing more, though?
That's
Like, I know
fine.
you said like your tech ones have been probably like the bigger ones. Do you like doing the tech ones more? or-
Yeah, I love attention. So just being in front of the camera and being able to like talk and then just kind of give my spiel on the tech and stuff like that, you know. And I feel every YouTuber has their specific niche about different things. You know, like you said, like average consumer, most of his stuff is like he loves all his Gundams and all that. So that's like his little niche. Tech Source has all his Dragon Ball Z stuff. You know, everybody has their stuff. Random Frank P loves green. He loves plants and every single setup that he can do.
Which it kind of makes sense when I see
Yeah,
like, okay,
and
like actually like it doesn't like make you feel like I'm such a fucking geek if you just having
Yeah.
all this shit. It's like I have a plan.
and everybody has their thing that just kind of like makes them, you know. And I think
Yeah.
for me, it's that mix of everything, from the music side of it to the gaming side, to tech and this and that, you know. So it's all trying to find all of that. I just like being able to create the content in general. Right now, that I think, like I said, like the tech one is winning because it just has more views and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for the music one, I think I like a lot more for the collaboration part of it, because I can just work with so many other different people and try
Yeah.
all these different sounds and stuff.
And
Has
you
there
get
been
to-
anybody you collaborated where you're like, fuck, never mind, I can't do this?
You
No,
don't have to
not
name
yet.
anything. You don't have to put names.
You can say if it's me too. It's
No,
okay.
She's just in the car just crying. That was cool.
I'm too dedicated. I'll make it work one way or another. But no, I haven't had anybody come in where I'm like, oh no, this was a bad idea. I'll have it in there one way or another. It'll work. But no, everybody's real cool. The people that I have worked with, or the people that I want to work with, that have agreed, you know, I'm excited to kind of put out that extra stuff.
Have you had any divas?
Not yet.
Cesar.
I've hit up a couple of people where I didn't really get like a genuine response back from, and that's fine. Eventually, I'll
It's okay, dude. It's happened to us too.
yeah, no, it's
It's happened to
fine.
me.
And everybody has their
It
niche.
happens to me
you know?
trying to book people. I was like, fucking asshole, dude.
I don't
But
know,
I don't
man.
get
It's-
like I just get mad at the moment because it's like I don't have anybody.
Yeah, no, and it's one of those things too. You know, is I know for me, I'll take whatever opportunity I can get. You know, I'm not hurting for cash or exposure or anything like that, but I just like doing what I do. You know, So I've worked with a couple of different people here and there. I don't think I've ever just straight up told somebody, you know what, no, that's not my cup of tea, or I'd rather not. You know, if I can be out there doing music, doing tech stuff, or just, you know, promoting my own stuff, why not? You know?
Yeah, I think it's like, at least for like me doing like when we do this, it's just getting to know other like local creators.
Right.
That they're like what the fuck are you doing? Like I never heard about this.
Mm.
And I was like fuck. And I try like every time we book people, I try at least before I want to talk to them. I'm always like, I'm gonna go check out your spot.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to like promote someone that I've never been there.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, like, what about your spot? And be like this guy probably has like a fucking badass taco stand or whatever. And I was just like, I never go there.
Badass taco stand.
Or like,
Never
or
get
like-
badass taco stand.
So like I wouldn't go. And like I was,
Yeah.
I don't. At least I don't want to be that fake about it. Like
Yeah.
it's like dude, like it started with us, like friends that we have. And like I always bring Craft and Cesar because like that's the spot that I always go, and I know Omar for years.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, like we're actually going hang out there. Don't drop mics, dude.
No, dude, it started falling.
You're falling apart.
His wood wasn't hard enough, bro.
Damn, dude, we're about staying hard out here, and you're not even staying hard. It's a soft day for you.
I didn't take my Viagra this morning. I apologize.
You're at Blue Shoe. Blue Shoe, please
I'm a
sponsor
blue
us.
shoe.
I don't need it, but I just want someone to sponsor us with big money.
I would do like those early gaming videos that I would do like streams. I started doing, and I think one of the other things too is that, so my gaming setup, I have the full like PC. I have like the top spec, at least it was 2 years ago, top spec PC with like all the peripherals
that's
and
why
everything.
I cannot do PCs because like I feel like you buy a PC, you make it,
Yeah.
and then like 2 months later it's like it's out of date.
Yeah.
It's
Right
out of
now,
date.
it still works perfectly fine. So right now, and like I said, it's overkill for what I use it for, but I just love saying that I have it. So it's got an i9 9900K.
The fuck?
It's got 64 gigs of RAM. I have the RTX 3070 in it.
Fuck yeah, no love.
A terabyte SSD, and then 2 terabytes hard drive. So that's my gaming PC. And then I have like that big ultra wide monitor. I have the extra monitor on the side. All of that works just fine. For my physical like console gaming stuff, I have the newer consoles. I've got the PS5. I've got the Xbox Series X. I'm waiting for that new OLED switch to come out. But I also
You're actually
have,
gonna buy that?
yeah, why not? Like I said, this is one of those like, oh, cool, I need it. But I also have all the retro stuff. So over the last 3 years, I would say now, I've just been collecting all the old systems. So right now, I have like my TV display shelf, whatever, has like 3 shelves, 2 little long ones here at the bottom, and then 3 more over here. So I've got the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, the GameCube, Wii U, Switch, and I've got the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4.
I can send
Like,
it because
everything
I
is all
collect
right there.
old consoles too.
Uh-huh.
So, and I used to fix them and all that. So
Oh, nice.
so I have 3 NESs.
Oh, nice.
Why? Because it just happened.
Why the fuck not? Yeah.
I have all the models of the Super Nintendo.
Nice. So I have everything there, and then what I think I like a lot too, and this is gonna be one of the next videos that I put out, is that every single one of those consoles works.
Yeah.
They're all hooked up, and I can record and stream from any single one of them.
Oh, you have the add-ons to
no
that,
emulators, no,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
straight from the
because
fucking
I started streaming last year because I took over when my friend passed away. He was a Twitch partner,
Okay.
and I kind of like didn't stream that much to
Right.
because he apparently like I didn't know you can transfer that.
Oh,
So
wow.
when he passed away, everything got transferred from me. So I was trying to stream, but I was like games that I play, it's like I have to pay attention. I don't talk that much.
Yeah.
But it's like if anything, like I'll play like I'll say Forza because I have the
Okay.
whole like I have the wheel and everything.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And it's just like that's the only one. And like even when I'm talking, I'm just like I'm talking to myself like, oh, I gotta like I'm
Yeah.
throttling too much, gotta switch my gear. Like
Right.
it's just me like that, and like I feel like so I will. And that's why that's the only reason why I have Switch games because it's the only like I have never finished any Switch game,
Right.
but I'll stream those because it's so easy to just
Yeah.
put
you're
it
just
there
kinda
and that's
going
it.
along with it. That's why half my most recent streams have just been me Pokemon hunting. Like I'll just go live on Facebook. I'm like, all right, come catch some Pokemon with me, and I'll just kind of go through raids and different stuff like that.
What do you stream like on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch?
Usually I'll do Facebook because that's what I get the most engagement from. I don't have a whole lot of followers on Twitch, and not a lot of people, at least from the people that I know, just frequent Twitch as much.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the spots that a lot of local people will find themselves in is that you can have this awesome following of a community and these people, but they may not all have the same interests as you.
Yeah.
So as you're putting out this content, it might be hard to find followers. You know, people like actually care about what you're doing there.
I can't keep it up. Sorry.
It's all right, man. We've all been there.
It's never
We all
happened to
have
me.
A couple joints in on a Saturday, you know.
It's my first drink. It's all right. I'm gonna have to hold it.
It happens to me a lot more
I was
than I
gonna
like
say,
to
like, this
admit.
is my 5th one of it, and I don't know if I should be proud of it. I am, but
I know, Mister. Can you
Alcohol
sell my
like that?
specs and buy me pickle beer?
dude, I wanted pickle. Dude, pickle beer is the best shower beer. I agree on that. Like, it's always
Not
the
in
best.
the shower here though.
Yeah, but it's always like, you know what? Like, fuck it, I want a pickle beer. But like, whenever you're hangover and just the next day you're like, you know what? Like, you need that like beer
Right.
to like be like, oh yeah, like chill for a bit. Pickle beer makes you feel better. At least like a sour for me. Like,
Yeah.
you have to, and I just love pickle beer because it's hilarious.
Anyway, sorry, dude. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're good. Oh man, but so I just love having all that stuff there, and I think that's where I find my niche too. Is that those old retro games? Like that's what I grew up with. There was a good period of time where I just wasn't able to game as much. I didn't have any of the early gen consoles. My
Yeah.
cousin, my uncle had them. I was able to play some Super Nintendo, some GameCube, but it was never mine.
Yeah.
My first console was the PS2. And I love the PS2 to death. And there are
one of the
so
best
many
sells.
good games out there. Yeah, I think
Praise.
the PS5 or just
Praise.
the PS4 just barely beat it not too long ago. I
Really?
don't remember which one. Yeah,
I didn't,
one of them just
I know that
barely.
apparently the Switch is barely getting to those numbers.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, that's cute.
When
Yeah.
you when you think of PS2, what's like the number one game that you think of automatically?
Grand Theft Auto.
3.
For me, it was, by the time I got it, it was San Andreas. And that game itself is just a fucking masterpiece. I love Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So that, Guitar Hero, and God of War. Those are like the main three that I think of when I hear PS2. And there's just so many good games for that whole console. And, you know, all of that. I am ass at first-person shooters. So you'll never catch me playing Fortnite, Call of Duty, anything like that.
Like,
I am...
We
I'm
have
not a
this
very good
conversation
gamer.
all the time. It's like I'll play games, but like fucking, I hate fucking hardcore
Yeah.
multiplayer battle royales.
Exactly.
Like I used to play Battlegrounds,
Uh-huh.
but it was just like it's just fun because everybody starts with nothing.
Yeah.
But then it just became like I'm just paying for this at this point.
Yeah, like I would do CS:GO a little every now and then on my
nice.
PC, but that's because it's just like quick, easy
Yeah.
in and out.
Yeah, that's why I like racing games because it's a game that you're like, okay, I'm gonna do a couple laps
Yeah,
on the
you're
track,
done.
and then like I can go do work now.
Uh-huh.
Like that's why I have like a bunch of like simulator games like that,
Yeah.
like race simulators, because like you just plug it in, play a fucking like one storyline, which is not one, so like one day of track,
Right.
and that's it. Like it takes you what, like an hour and a half, man.
Yeah. So
And
the
you're done.
PlayStation, I have all those. I still have the game, Guitar Hero controllers and everything there. Everything still works. Like at any point, I could just fucking plug in Guitar Hero 3 and start just playing. All the old Dragon Ball Z games too for the PS2. That was my shit.
Yeah,
dude.
Budokai
I
was
love
the
it.
shit.
Yes.
Fucking Budokai 2, I think was my favorite one.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. Budokai.
Like it got like remade so many times, like
Yeah.
like ported, not like it was the same game.
And there's some games out there right now, dude. Like if you look up Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for the
Oh, yeah,
PlayStation 2, that game was like $250 right now.
Really?
If you wanted to buy that shit right now, it's like $250.
I have it for the
Oh
PS1.
shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, ridiculous.
And I have it for the PS1 because it came out at the end of the PS1, and I like that's one of like, because I'm I like JRPGs.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big Final Fantasy guy,
Yeah.
but I have all the I keep them as just like I'll fucking play original Final Fantasy 7 any time of the day.
Yeah. And
Or I'll play
No,
same
dude.
thing with Dark Souls.
I think for me,
can
it's
play
like what
Dark
you
Souls.
said, like GTA San Andreas.
Yeah.
I remember that game came out my 7th grade year, and that's when I broke my leg. So I was on my ass for
shit.
like 3 months at home, not going to school, just sitting there. I remember my parents like, "What do you want? Like, do you need anything?" I was like, "Well, San Andreas came out. Can I have the game?" They went to go buy it for me. I was like, "Fuck school! I'm
Fuck
playing this
yeah.
all day."
just repping Grove Street for
Yeah,
weeks,
dude,
bro.
that's
Hell
all I
yeah.
was doing.
What are you doing? I'm telling my bitch that she owes me money.
And then I remember one time I went to school and my friends were like, "Dude, how's it going?" I was like, "Dude, that's amazing. I'm playing at home. All I'm doing is playing San Andreas.
Hell yeah,
That's all I've
man.
been doing."
I love all that stuff, man. Right now, me and my friends, we play Smash Bros. A lot. Like, that's our main game for
dude,
Switch. Like, we
Are you like those pixel perfect guys?
no, but like, we'll play a lot. We just had our own little like tournament competition thing not too long ago. My fucking friend ordered like a WWE style championship Smash
Belt.
Bros belt. So
Yeah.
whoever won our whole tournament, that's what he got.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it
I
was
was gonna
crazy.
do that because I compete for like hot wings, like
Ah.
hot food challenges,
Right.
and I had like I lost like 2020, no 2019 was it? Right?
2020, dude.
Oh yeah.
It was 2020.
So I have won like the hot wing challenge 3 years in a row. So that was gonna be my fourth. Actually, it was gonna be my third one. Sorry, like I won 2 years. And like I told my friend, shout out to Jono, he organizes, and I fucked up the year before because I was eating everybody's wings at the end, but
Okay.
also I didn't drink anything for like 30 minutes, so he
Right.
put the time limit to be 30 minutes to like after finishing. I
Yeah.
was like, fuck, dude, like, but I wanted to order like a custom made like wrestling.
Yeah,
like,
just to have it there.
yeah, and all this like the champions here. I was like, fuck you, dude. But good thing I didn't, because also gonna be a lot of money, and also
Yeah. No.
like they start 300.
Fuck.
They started that.
Yeah, I don't know how much my friend paid for this one. I'm sure it wasn't cheap, but it came out really nice.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck you did. Like it was
I didn't do anything, dude. It was fine, and then it just started falling. That's what she said.
separate.
You just started playing with
Dude,
it a
it's
little too
separate
much.
apart from the look at the fucking thing. It's separate. It came out. Well, also it worked out because we got to stop the thing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh. Sorry.
Do you excite yourself there, or what
A
happened?
little bit. I should have gone to the restroom answer.
Oh, it's fine.
You should have gone to the restroom.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, we can't stop, and you can
You
go.
can-
Yeah, it's not like it's not a fat piss, so it's cool.
You can get one of those contraptions where you have like a bottle strapped to the bottom of your leg and just like a tube.
No,
and
I'm
a
just wearing a
funnel up to-
diaper today.
Oh,
Just kidding.
nice.
Especially, like I hate the fact that like I'm the one in charge for the Sun City fucking craft beer fest today. So I was like, God damn it, I have to like make sure everybody's taken care of.
That'll be fine.
Just keep diapers for everybody, bro. You'll be good.
Yeah.
If somebody starts crying, just change them. You know.
I was like,
Just put a bucket near every corner. It'll be,
Yeah,
we'll be
there
straight.
you go.
No, I like when people like come here and like they always ask for the restroom because it's behind the bar.
Right.
So one time, like this guy was already like fucked up. And was like, "Hey, where's the restroom?" And I just pointed at the waste bucket, and he was like, "Really?" I was like,
I was like, all right.
no, he tried to go into the bar. Like, no, they're like it's behind the bar. Like, I don't want you to fucking like pull your dick out and like and do a Matt Damon shit.
I'm at it.
God damn.
Oh, you okay? Hurting?
I don't know, dude. I'm falling apart right now.
It's all right, man. We all are.
My life is in shambles.
Is it because the jean shorts are
Same.
not tight or what?
Actually, no. I'll still be wearing jean shorts in the winter.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. No, I won't.
We get it.
I hate the cold.
We get it. You work out your legs.
I really don't.
Yeah,
I just do a lot of
I got
walking.
those John Cena jorts, man.
yeah, right.
Nah, bro. John Cena's are down to like his ankles. That's a whole different
Well, yeah,
thing.
dude. He has a master's on thugonomics.
Masters in Thugonomics.
Dude, I heard, like, remember that was his thing. I was like, dude, why?
OG John Cena.
I don't know
bro.
why they brought him back if all he did was lose.
Dude,
anyways.
because
that was stupid.
WWE's losing to everybody.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you bring him back, like the good thing would have been to like extend his run to try and get as much out of him as you can.
But it's because, like,
I mean,
What-
again,
what are-
I'm not the biggest wrestling.
He's
fan in the
Hollywood
world,
now, bro.
have you seen a movie with him? I still can't see him. Sorry.
God damn it.
I had to. I don't know, like, fucking John Cena is trying to be The Rock, but you ain't got it, dude.
You watch wrestling a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
What do you think about the whole AEW thing? Because that's what it seems
Oh,
like
bro.
they're taking
Hey,
over.
that is
Bro.
fire, dude.
So.
Oh,
so
shit, is this my
AEW, you know, for anybody that doesn't know, Chris Jericho was one of like the top WWE stars
Dude,
for a long ass time.
Have you seen his his podcast when how good he talks about Vince?
No.
And it's just like even so, he told him, was like, I'm sorry, but you don't let me be creative anymore.
Yeah, no, and that's the big problem with WWE is that Vince is just he can't let go of the control
He
for
still
everything.
wants
Yeah.
all the buff guys to be
Well,
there.
and he's just I don't know. It's a whole other thing. So Chris Jericho started AEW.
No,
It's kind of
the
like a
Young Bucks.
one-off, yeah. So they got all that going, and it kind of started off slow, but they started picking up. And what set them apart from WWE is that AEW was just let their fucking stars
There's no writers.
be them. Yeah, they
Yeah.
let them have the free reins to be the characters that they wanted to be, to put on the shows that they've always wanted to do, where Vince kept on trying to play it too close to the chest and was just flopping everything. They had so much really good talent coming from the lower level and NXT. And when they finally got to the main roster in WWE, their writers just couldn't do anything with them. So they would get left behind. They would end up being like the
And
fucking
they go back to
pre-show
NXT?
entertainment,
Yeah.
making dirt cheap money. Like, one of the other things that a lot of people don't understand with these wrestlers is that unless you're the top guy, every other fucker on that card,
Yeah,
wherever
so
they
pay
go, they pay for their travel, they pay for their rental car, they pay for their hotel out of their own pocket.
That's
Not covered from
Wait, do they
WWE.
really?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
I didn't know that.
So one of the things that's why when the Chill,
Uh-huh.
like they noticed they were like making it when like fucking Moxley
Yeah.
was like, I went and I actually could buy a soda in the soda machine. And like him, Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
I forgot this other
Roman
guy.
Reigns and Dean
Roman
Ambrose.
Reigns and Dean Ambrose, they would share the same room,
Mhm.
and they would like every night they would like flip who was gonna stay in the bed.
Yeah.
But like Dean Ambrose went and bought a soda in a soda machine, and he could afford the soda, and then he checked his bank and was like, "Oh shit, I can get my own room." Like
Yeah.
he went back and it was like, "Dudes, we can get our own rooms."
Yeah, like it's crazy. My girl used to work for Enterprise, and when WWE would come, they would do their live shit. They would all come and get their cars and leave or drop out. Like they had to drive themselves, fly everywhere on their own. Like it's wild from
Dude,
the
what the
airport.
fuck? I did not know that shit.
Yeah.
Why the
Yeah.
fuck would they do that?
Dude,
It's a job,
like,
bro.
Even when Dean Ambrose came on,
Yeah, but you
on
would
the
think-
Chris Jericho, he's like, that's when I realized I was making it
Yeah.
because
You
I
would-
bought a soda.
You would think as
Like,
much
you don't
money
think-
as that damn company makes, they would
Oh,
treat it like
yeah.
it's like the
No,
NFL.
they don't
Like,
give a
hey,
fuck,
No, but, like,
bro.
get travel at least the travel shit.
Yeah,
like
no, they
I
don't.
get purchasing your own meals and shit
And
like
I
that.
think
But
I think this is
yeah.
a video where I like AEW. They still can be independent.
Mhm.
They can go wrestling.
Yeah,
in
they
New
can do
Japan,
whatever they want
Impact.
whenever.
Dude, like fucking Nero, which was Rusev.
Mhm.
Dude, like he didn't get chance for a belt. He's a TNT champion.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff there.
We have a girl from El Paso, from New Era,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
wrestling in AEW.
Yep.
And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and it's just so much stuff. So like, the best part about WWE was the underdog card because Triple H was running it. He was running
and now
NXT.
he's not even running it.
And Vince fucking took him out of it because AEW was
Was
beating
doing
their viewers or whatever. Like it got better ratings. So Vince was he just took it away from him, from his fucking son-in-law. Just took it. And now it's shit again.
Yeah, now that 2.0 is like, dude, like this is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, why am I watching it?
So
Dude, Adam
everything
Cole
there is
left.
crazy. Adam
He
Cole,
was-
Daniel Bryan, they got
Which-
CM Punk back. Like everything.
That was my favorite thing when Daniel Bryan left, and he's using his actual name now.
Brian Daniels.
Bryan
Da-
Danielson.
Yeah, that's his actual
When
name.
I heard
dude.
that, dude, I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah,
He
that's
just
his-
switched his name around? What the
No,
hell's going
that's
on?
his actual
I didn't know
name,
that was
dude.
his real name.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's the fact that he took the music too, because they're always protected about the music.
Yeah.
Adam
and-
Cole went with his music too, and I was like, holy
yeah,
shit, dude.
that was the cool thing about Adam Cole and CM Punk is that they both owned their name,
Oh yeah, but
and the songs were you can't own fucking Living Color,
Well,
Cult of Personality.
yeah, but also like CM Punk is just like when people like why CM Punk is like when he joined the WWE was Chick Magnet, but it's actually stemmed from Chicago Made.
yeah,
That's CM Punk. I'm Chicago Made.
yeah. And then with Daniel Bryan, I mean, you can't fucking copyright Flight of the Valkyrie. Like, that song, we just get a different recording of it, and then they dropped a beat on it, and that was it. Like that's his new song.
Yeah.
It was fucking
Dude,
beautiful.
like, because NXT was great. Like they had when Finn Balor started.
Yeah,
there,
Finn Balor, Ricochet was in there. Like there was so many good
Ricochet
talent,
like still like.
and now they're just fucking sitting there, bro. Like they don't
and
do
like,
anything.
I can't wait for like honest like when Aleister Black left, and I was just like, you guys lost one of the fucking best wrestlers, like story wise, you have. Because he builds a whole like story, like from Tommy End to Aleister Black to Malachi Black. It's a whole story, and people are like, holy shit, like it's still the same guy, like doing more fucked up shit.
Yeah, it was just
And
crazy.
owns like his own clothing company,
Yeah.
which is his finisher, Black Mass.
Yep. I've always had that WWE stuff, and since I was little, my dad, my uncle would always watch like when it was WWF,
Oh yeah,
like the Attitude Era with The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H.
I went to
everything.
see The Rock here.
That's awesome. It was just so that was like the pinnacle of like fuck yeah, let's go. You know, that was like the most masculine thing.
Yeah.
anything like that. But it was just so cool to see all of that stuff, you know, and just be.
Dude, AEW is
See all of
So do you think at this point there's no hope for WWE anymore? You think
Not
AEW is going to be like the
it's-
new one?
It's so fucked up to say, bro. But until Vince dies or just completely lets go of the
Yeah,
company,
to finally retires.
yeah, as long as Vince is there running it, it's not gonna get any
Dude,
better.
like yes, you watched the fucking Undertaker documentary. Like you're the biggest name, and you still go and ask Vince, "Did I did okay?"
Yeah,
It's like, dude, you don't need like you're the fucking badass. Dude. Like, why would you go and it's like you're already like too old,
Yeah.
and then you have a match and you go ask Vince, "Did I did okay?"
Yeah, but I mean, I think that was probably more of a respect,
Respect, but
thing
even so,
than,
Yeah.
dude,
than
like-
anything like I need your approval.
But it's still like he
Because
has
I mean,
to approve it.
obviously, the Undertaker was probably like the most from that. I mean, I don't know the guy, but from seeing that documentary, I was like, he's more down to earth and probably more real than a lot of people
Oh, yeah.
realize.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's just like he didn't break character. That's why there's no.
But that's what I'm
original
saying, because like it
interviews.
seems like with him, he was probably one of the only people that like he never caused problems, he never had issues. He was
Yeah.
just like, I'm here to do
Like
a
Ric Flair?
job, I'm here to make money, I'm here to make sure we get what we get, and that's
So,
it.
like even like now Ric Flair might leave because
Yeah,
Andrade is at AEW and he wants him to be the manager.
yep.
And just imagine like losing your fucking golden boy.
Yeah, man. It's out
Also,
there.
his stories are fucked up. Like don't listen to Ric Flair's stories.
But,
They don't pass by today's standards.
I do, that's crazy. Well, that's why, because I mean, I don't watch wrestling that much, but he's
Yeah.
a huge wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
it's
mean,
because like when we record at
whenever
the house,
we
we
record,
watch
it has
wrestling
it on.
live.
And I mean,
Yeah.
everything that I've seen, from what I know of wrestling, I'm always like, wait a minute, all these guys were WWE, and now they're on AEW. What the fuck's happening?
Everybody's moving over.
Dude, like he's losing like badass talent, like talent that you didn't use,
Yeah,
and they have a background from the indies and everything. It's like, dude, like
yeah.
use their shit. Like Ricochet, just being a Prince Puma back in the day. It was like
Yep.
having Conan as your manager.
Yeah, it was just
Conan
wow.
was just like Conan in the Attitude Era is like, dude, like it's fucking
Yeah, it was like this huge deal when they got Shinsuke Nakamura from Japan.
dude, fucking Chinsky.
and now he's just another like we're just random fuck that's there, man.
yeah,
you
and
know?
he has a title, and it was just like the U.S. title, and it was like,
Mhm.
yeah, but they're not.
So why do you think he does that, though? Why do you think he always wants to bring all these people in
Well,
and then just kind of like, all right, that's it, I'm done with you?
He brings him in for the hype, but then, and I don't. It's just the writing team, or maybe just Vince superseding everything else, just doesn't let them take off the way that they do. There's
But, like-
so much more creative things they could do with the writing. Like you can tune into any WWE program right now and guess the storyline, and there's a 98% chance you'll guess it right.
Yeah,
Like, oh, we have this tag team. Let's put them against each other. Then fucking have them turn on each other. Make the good guy the bad guy. Like,
but like even like with Chinsky, the reason he came to WWE is because Finn Balor was, and he was like, I wanted to beat the best.
yep.
And yeah, like that's how Finn Balor got promoted to main roster when he lost against Chinsky, his title. And then like he won the main title and then had to give it up because he got injured.
Yeah.
But like Finn Balor like wrestled injured to just get the title, and that's they actually care about, like wrestlers actually care about their titles.
Yeah.
Like if you see the documentary from Rey Mysterio, dude, like he has all his titles, and it's like, well, yeah, like I was the first luchador
Yep.
with a WWE heavyweight title,
Yeah.
and like not even Eddie had one,
Fuck, bro. Eddie.
and now Chavo is at AEW too, and they still like they're so proud of being El Paso that it's just like from El Paso, like it still says from
But
El
I
Paso,
mean,
Texas.
do you guys think they could keep that up forever? Or do you think at
AEW?
some point it's going to have to be like, no, we can't just let everybody do what they want to do? There
But
has
it's
to be some
'cause
kind of control on what's happening. and
I
blah,
guess
blah,
that's
blah.
why they have more programming now, because they have Dynamite, they have AEW Dark on YouTube.
No,
and
I
then
get that.
Rampage.
But I'm saying, because I mean, at some point, yeah, you can start off and just say, okay, everybody just come up with what you want to do,
Yeah.
and we'll do it. But at some point, if you have this guy over there want to do that, this guy over there doing that, and you become the biggest thing in the world, it's going to be more, I think, more chaos than anything.
Yeah, and I think the thing with AEW right now is that they have their writing team, but I think what sets them apart from WWE is that their writing team and just their management in general will let their talent be a
Like,
part of
dictate
it.
Yeah.
They have like their opinions on it, and they can do. So they're not. It's not entirely free reign, like just fucking go for it. But it's more of a what do you want to do?
So then
how
do-
can we
How
facilitate
do you think
this?
they facilitate the fact that who's going to be the top guy, top girl, whoever
It
may
just
be?
kind of happens naturally. I think right now.
I think they have that respect as a wrestler. Like,
Yeah.
be like, you know what? You're doing shit. Like,
So if you tune into AEW right now, their top dude is like this scrawny kid, but he's a badass wrestler.
dude, like
And
I show you
and Sting
Orange.
is his coach, so
Yeah,
it's like
Darby.
you just
That's
have that
CM
star.
Punk, like straight up when he came back, it's like
Challenged him.
Darby.
Darby.
And then when he won, like he fucking like stood his hand and was like, yeah, but like just out of respect. You don't see that at WWE anymore.
Yeah.
Like they don't be like, oh, like that was a badass fight.
Yeah.
Like they actually like, hey, you fucking did great.
Yeah.
And I was just like, everybody like stood quiet in that moment. Like, holy shit! Like CM Punk is giving him the approval. Like, you're a badass.
And if you go back in time to like WWF, like the Attitude Era and all that, it was like this big thing. You know, everybody loved it, and there was that sense of respect when it was finally somebody's time to like retire or like maybe to even take a step back. And who was it? When Shawn Michaels beat Ric Flair, like that last sweet chin music, you literally see Shawn like tell Rick, he's like, I love you. He fucking kicks him in the face and takes the title. It's like people have put that video.
I
to,
love
like,
it. He kicks him in the face.
to that Titanic music and shit.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. It was that thing
It
of
was
like,
the respect
and
of,
it was
like you're
it
the
was
fucking top dog.
yeah,
but-
and it was the main like the legend allowing themselves to like,
Well, like-
lose or let this new guy take over.
even The Rock, like he was supposed to lose his first fight,
Yeah.
and I don't know who he was wrestling with, and like in the ring, like they didn't tell anybody. It's like, no, you're winning this fight. Like he was supposed to lose.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
They just
you're
let him.
stepping up, and that's how he became The Rock. Like he was still Rocky at the point.
Yeah.
And that's how he became The Rock.
Yeah.
It was just like, no, you're winning. Like you deserve this. Like you're doing so much shit, and nobody's noticing you at this point.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm giving you this like it's your time. Not my time's over. Like even things Stone Cold Steve Austin, like he brings all these people and hypes them up, and it's just like, well, it's Stone Cold. Like he does drink in stage and everything, but he's like, hey, have a beer with me, and like let's fuck this shit up.
I need to meet the guy that throws Stone Cold his beers. Because that is the most accurate fucking
Yeah,
pitch
right?
I've ever. Like, it
He
doesn't matter
never-
where
I
Stone
think-
Cold is, it's just straight shot to his
I
head.
think he
every
only
fucking
has
time.
missed once, and it was during the pandemic, and I was just like, I'm not even mad, dude. Like it's just like
You think he practices that?
Yeah.
he's at home just like throwing cans.
Yeah, he just has his wife throw beers at him all day.
Like my favorite thing is when Vicky did the promo with Stone Cold, and she's like, I thought they were fake beers. It's like he's actually
No,
like
he's-
drinking his beer because he has his Stone Cold IPA.
One of the best moments in WW, I think it was still WWF at that point in history, was when Stone Cold stole a fucking milk truck.
Oh yeah,
Drove it into the ring. It was like a fire truck, but with milk, and it had a giant hose attached to it. He just started fucking spraying milk all over the ring. And the
JD,
wrestlers
he's
and
What,
the
playing
what,
crowd.
wasn't that what,
JDM.
wasn't that when he was like going against The Rock a lot, and that's what
Yeah.
The Rock would be
Yeah,
like, no,
and then-
I like milk or whatever, some shit like
yeah,
that.
and then he
Exactly.
also sprayed JDM.
Yeah, it was
Would show up
everyone.
with a limo all the time, and he's like, "No, this is my milk truck, motherfucker."
It was so much.
That's
It was
funny, dude.
great, man.
Yeah, see, that's what I remember. I stopped watching wrestling probably like middle
After the-
school maybe.
Yeah.
But I remember like the fucking WWF era, like the Attitude
Everything.
shit.
There was some. When
That's when I remember I was watching WWE
The-
wrestling a lot.
the Undertaker and Mankind Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
Where he
Oh,
fucking
that
throws
was
him off the
so-
top
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the.
yeah, I do
Bro.
remember
Dude,
that.
Shane Man Mac just jumping from the Jumbotron. That's like against Big Show,
Yep.
and I was like, and you still miss.
The one that I always remember is when fucking who was it? Jeff Hardy when he climbs on the top of the fucking they're staging shit and he
Yeah,
he
from the
flips up, he
rafters.
looks down, and he's like, nah, I can go higher. And he keeps climbing up and then
Yep.
jumps down and they're just like, what the fuck, call an ambulance
Dude,
or
the
whatever.
fact that when he started, he was 16. He
Yeah,
faked his
the Hardys.
age.
That dude's fucking crazy, man.
Oh
And
my god.
like honestly, I want him to just go with his brother at AEW and see what the fuck they're gonna do there. Just because like
I mean, that would be interesting. I will say, like, since I don't watch anymore, I like watching those clips of like when they bring back people and when the Hardys came back
oh, yeah,
and
it was WrestleMania, and
right?
nobody knew, and it
And
was
that shit was, I always get goosebumps of that one. And then when we were watching
Edge?
Royal Rumble and Edge came back,
yeah, that
Dude,
was
that was
Fuck,
fucking
yes,
nuts. dude.
Edge just like somehow like got better. Like they're like, why are you wrestling still? But also,
Didn't you break your fucking neck?
yeah, and like same thing with Daniel Bryan, right?
Mhm.
It's like, dude,
Yeah.
like you're not supposed to wrestle anymore. They're trying to bring Paige back. Fuck. And I was like, dude, like no.
Yeah, there's
Like-
just so much. That, and right now the other thing with WWE too is that they have so many other wrestlers out there that are just doing stuff they're not supposed to, like fucking Nia Jax. That she's like literally punching people in the face, like Stone Cold fists. She broke Becky Lynch's nose.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like, you know, it's fake to an extent. You're not supposed to just close fist punch somebody in the fucking face.
That's it, like,
And she dropped Charlotte Flair on her head twice in the same match, bro.
Isn't she the one that fucked up Paige? Isn't
No,
that her?
that's the boss.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because she hit her in the wrong spot, and that's how she got
Well, that's
fucked
what I don't
up.
get. Why are they doing that shit then? Why don't they be like, hey,
But it's
that's
like,
enough. You're suspended for like a month or whatever.
But
Get
even
your shit
so,
together.
like it's like The Rock says, like they don't make fake ladders, dude.
Yeah, exactly. There's
Like,
no.
No, I mean, I get that. But I mean,
there's always
like,
there's something that's gonna happen.
if you can prevent it, why do it? Like the ladder thing, I get. But
Yeah.
a
but
close
like-
fist to the face, like, hey, calma.
Yeah.
Well, even when Asuka joined, like that's the reason they brought Ronda Rousey, because she's the only one that could take up, because she didn't know how to stop herself to hitting people that hard, and Ronda that was the reason she was actually wrestling more at the beginning, and also she hates losing. That's another thing, but it was because that's the only one that can take Asuka's like punching,
Yeah.
and because she's still used to the New Japan thing that is like, yeah, it's fake to an extent, but also the momentum I cannot stop
Yeah, they
it.
would have so much.
And that's how that's why Ronda Rousey like took a bunch of fucking beating when she was wrestling. It was just like because she could take it. Like she's used to UFC. Like she's used to getting a real punch.
Well, I don't know that she's used to getting her ass beat because
Oh yeah. That's why she's retired. Like only one match, like 2 matches that she had probably. And it was like, not even good matches too. It was just like you fought, you carried Triple H. That's cool. Like that was the 90s. We get it.
Yeah, it all works out. My friends and I actually went to one of the local. I don't remember which wrestling company it was here, but we went to one of their like training camps for a day. My friend was like, he couldn't do the rolls. Like he didn't roll his shoulder. He would always just land on his fucking head. So like, we're pretty sure he had a concussion by the end of the day, and he was the one that drove us there. Like, all right, man, sure. Like, tuck in your fucking head. Every
every time he's on top.
Yeah, you
I love those
like,
bro.
I love
use
those
the
videos
shoulder.
too. I love those
Jesus.
videos when people's like, I'm gonna try wrestling for a day. It's like, and
Bro,
they're like,
man.
and they're like people that are bodybuilders and shit.
It's
like,
so physical.
They can't take it because it's a lot of cardio. 1st of all, like just think about like Rey Mysterio has the longest Royal Rumble.
Yep.
It's 2 hours. Like he was there for 2 hours,
It's just
and he's the
ridiculous.
smallest guy in fucking WWE.
Just 619ing everybody.
I would have been the guy hiding under the under
Under the
the
fucking-
under the fucking ring until the end. Like, all right, it's time to come out.
Who was the one that fell?
That was a lot.
Like coming into the Royal Rumble and he ended
Oh,
up
God damn
under
it.
the ring.
Oh, I haven't seen that video.
Yeah, he just went straight in.
And everybody's like, was it planned? Like, no, they're actually like,
Just went, bro. I forgot about that clip. That was so funny. I think one of my favorite WWE gifts to this day is Edge when he's like there, but like the rope like perfectly cut off his face, so they just did like that camera thing where it's just his eyes and his mouth. He's like,
dude, fucking. This Edge is like, I'm still surprised you can still do shit.
Yeah,
Like, don't get me
man.
wrong, like, he got so many injuries. I was like, why will you go back?
yeah, bro.
Like, I get it's your adrenaline, but also,
I mean, regardless, that was probably one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah.
To like, no one fucking knew that was gonna happen at
Yeah.
all. You could tell.
Just
oh,
happened
yeah.
back.
It was the same thing when the Hardy Boys came back. Like, nobody knew,
Well,
and
that's
they
why.
kept them in hoodies and everything. Like, they
Yep.
were like always like following them around so people don't see them. And then just like the music hit and like, oh yeah. And it's not even a good song. But it's the Hardy Boys.
I don't know, man. That as soon as that fucking bass and kick drum drop,
Yep.
that's how I was like, oh shit, no way. Is this what I think it is? And sure enough.
And he wasn't even 30 either. It's like,
Oh, that was good stuff.
it's a fucking good ass shit. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how we went from music to
Yeah,
wrestling.
I mean, I guess with that, we'll go ahead and start wrapping up here.
And, Oh shit.
Well, we're quick. Well, I guess actually, yeah. We'll go ahead with the sponsors first. Let's
Yeah,
do that.
like always, we got to thank Old SheepDog. Old SheepDog Brewery it's a beer that we were drinking today. Old SheepDog Brewery is located at 3900 Rosa Avenue, Paso Texas 79905. Right here in the Vitolas guys, Lincoln Park. Still grab a cold beer. We always have that delicious stuff. We were drinking the Sun City Craft Beer Festival official beer. It's orange Hefeweizen. You know what? It tastes like Sunny D, but grown up Sunny D. Like it's good. It's juicy. And it's gonna get you hooked to it.
Yeah, and on that, just a shout out to the people at Sun City Craft Beer Festival. Even though it was postponed from this fall, moving over to the spring of 22. So make sure you guys buy tickets and check that out. It's an awesome festival. Over 375 craft beers from all over the place. They bring a lot of cool national brewers that a lot of people here in El Paso don't get to hear about, get to know about, and they also feature all the local brewers here, or as many of them as they can. So make sure you guys check that out. Sun City Craft Beer Fest 2022.
And also we got to thank Vitolas. Vitolas is the oldest cigar shop in El Paso. That's Vitolas located at 216 West Franklin, El Paso, Texas 79901, right there next to the Southwest University Park. That's the stadium for the Chihuahuas, the locomotives, all your local stuff is doing there, all the big ass teams. Everything we get there, you're gonna have a light up cigar there, and also you want a victory cigar, grab it at Vitolas because it's next to the stadium. You know, like I said, you don't have to smoke. If you want a good cocktail, they have cocktail and high-end whiskey, so they have good stuff and everything for you. Also gotta thank Alex. Alex is the guy who managed the Pawn Rock food truck. That's White Knife Dining. White Knife Dining is the matted black Pawn Rock food truck that has all the good stuff for you.
Yeah, guys, and as always, please be sure to check us out at 6feetunderstudios.com, where you'll find links to all of our streaming platforms, including our YouTube, Spotify, and our Apple Podcasts. You'll also find a link to our Instagram where Alex posts anything and everything 6 Feet Under Studios related whenever he can. So make sure you guys follow us on there. Also, make sure you check out our website for our local spotlight, where we like to feature all of our friends, family, guests, anybody who's been on the show or is going to be on the show. Because here at 6 Feet Under Studios, we're all about local support and local. It's very, very important to us, whether they're a local brewer, local barber, local cook, a local musician, local artist, local stripper, whatever it may be here locally. We're all about supporting them, giving a little bit of extra shout out. So make sure you guys check that out at 6feetunderstudios.com for all your local love and more. Once again, thank you to Tony for coming on and being on the show with us today, talking about all the projects and stuff he's got going on. Anything you want to say, man? Anything you want to promote? Anything before we go ahead and get off of here?
I just want to say thank you guys for having me on. For anybody that wants to follow me, you can follow my personal page. Instagram's probably where I'm most active. You can follow me at tony.stark93. If you want to follow my music page, it's Tony Ramirez Music. And all of my gaming tech stuff is listed under The True Zeramar. That's Ramirez backwards, The True Zeramar. You can find me there for all my tech and gaming stuff, everything from there. I've got all the socials. My original music is out on Spotify. If you want to look up Tony Ramirez from there, everything you can find from my links. Cesar will be on soon enough. You'll see one of our next covers coming up. But yeah, just keep an eye out. Thanks for all the support. And if you're out there, you want to work with something with me, let's roll, man. Let's put some stuff together. Let's create some art. Let's do it.
Yeah, so make sure you guys follow him, check him out, everything he's got going on. It's really, really cool. And as always, guys,
stay hard.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Thank you.